What's going on, guys? It's Mondo here, and as you can see, I'm a little bit closer to the camera. I'm trying something different, but I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment down below, guys, what you guys want to see next, and your thoughts on the video. Make sure to do it respectfully. And if you leave a dislike, tell me why you dislike. I want to know your thoughts and opinions. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about the game that happened last night with the Los Angeles Lakers and Dallas Mavericks. Now, I kind of expected it to be a dub for the Lakers because, of course, Anthony Davis. Oh, sorry, I was going to play the highlights. Because Anthony Davis wasn't there, obviously, so we weren't expecting the closest game in the world. But you know, but we still kind of expected something, right? We expected him to put on a show, and hey, all I gotta say is Kyrie put on a show of 40 minutes, and even Luka with a triple double, right? LeBron, 27, right? Making him look young again, to an extent. Now let's get into like their actual like field goal percentage and stuff. It's hold on. Let's do ESPN and NBA. Do. Look, I could have just pressed that. Yeah, come on. But while we wait, I'm gonna be honest. Luka is looking really good. Like, of course, you would expect nothing less. Max Christie, was playing pretty well. He was pretty much playing his role. He's a great two-way player. Great piece for that Dallas Mavericks going forward. Dallas Mavericks team. Really young still, right? I know I messed that up whenever we were going over it. Whenever it initially happened, but he's really young. Great defensively. Pretty good offensively. He could be a lot more consistent. Is the best way of putting it. So yeah, here's the starting lineup. Point guard Kyrie, 40 minutes. Almost he played pretty well. Like I said, I saw part of the game. I know he played really well. Then you have Klay Thompson. He was balling out there. Max Christie. I mean, like I said, he played well. He plays his role really well. It's just he wanted to be more efficient and more consistent. Sorry for the ads. I don't know why. I thought I had it on that. But, yeah, you expect him to be, like, a little bit more consistent, a little bit more offensively kind of decent, I would expect. Yeah, and then, of course, Kessler Edwards, I didn't expect much out of him last night. But I expected a lot out of P.J. Washington, and you could say, like, oh, he did his job, he's getting rebounds. He's supposed to be a lob threat. Why isn't he playing like a lob threat that he is, right? You want him to play bigger. And, yeah, he's a small ball player, right? But you expect him to play bigger. You expect him to play a little better. And it just wasn't a great situation, in my opinion. Of course, their bench, I mean, they were probably, as you can see, they're above average, right? But you would still expect a little bit more out of it, and it just wasn't good on their side. But yeah, let's go to the Lakers, which I was beyond like, oh my gosh, that's actually pretty good. Like Rui, I didn't expect him to play that good. Jackson Hayes, I mean, he ran the floor, he was getting boards, he was doing his thing. Of course, you do see the 8 rebounds. And you want him to have more rebounds, right? And be more of a lob threat, but you're still playing with 3 ball dominant players, right? With LeBron, Luka, AR, right? And of course you want AR to be more efficient. You still see Luka struggling on the offensive end, but his passing, man. There was a pass in there. I forget which one. I'm not gonna put it in there because obviously copyright. But yeah, he was balling. I loved his passes that he made. Some of them were extraordinary. Dorian Finney-Smith, obviously, playing defense out there, uh, playing nagging defense like he always does. Jared Vanderbilt, still getting used to the what is it? Getting used to not being injured, right? Still coming back a little bit. Connect, he's still not in it. I don't think mentally from, getting traded and then getting thrown back, right? So you expect a little bit more out of him. He's gonna get used to it again, and thinking about how how he should be playing, right? Gabe Vincent, being Gabe Vincent out there, everybody knows what he does. He plays decent defense. He's just going to be, thrown out there just to, hopefully be efficient on the 3-point line and just play all right? I'm gonna pause this so just in case copyright, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with what I see. Obviously I'm looking more at numbers because I don't watch the full games anymore, because I don't want to pay for them. I'm gonna be honest, and not a lot of them come on cable anymore. But yeah, I mean, if AD doesn't get healthy, Lakers win this year, and they're gonna win from here on out. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. LeBron, I'm not gonna agree with what ESPN said, and they're gonna add and Luka adds what, another 3, 4, 5 years to LeBron. No, but I think he will add, maybe another 2 years, right? He's gonna set the record for longest career in the NBA. I could see that happening, but I mean, AR is, Austin Reeves. I call him AR because AR-15 is his name, right? His nickname. He's slightly older than Luka. I think it's a year and a half. I think year and a half. So, they could still grow together. Excuse me. Jackson Hayes is still really young, right? He came in the same draft class as Zion, right? So he's about that 25-ish. Dalton Connect, if they keep him, right? That he's a very valuable piece. That's why they put him in the trade. Obviously, that's probably the only way they were gonna get him. Get Mark Williams, but yeah, I mean, if they can get Dalton Connect there mentally again, put him in at the 3. He's a great shooter. When LeBron retires, obviously, then all you need is a 4. That's their age, right? Rui is a little bit older, right? He's 27, I want to say. I want to say Rui is 27. Let's go over here. I'm pretty sure he's 27, right? Yeah, he's 27. So yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying he's a bad player. Don't get me wrong. I would rather the Lakers keep him, but yeah, I would rather than get another player to maybe play the 4, a more defensive-minded player, almost like Dorian Finney-Smith, that's around that age, right? And I don't think there's many even right now. But yeah, if they can somehow finagle a trade with the Warriors, I mean, I wouldn't see why not. Maybe trade LeBron to the Warriors. I mean, there's been talks about that happening. He's been declining it because obviously it'll ruin his reputation, but I think that might be the move. Get Kuminga over here, replace Rui in the starting 5. Put, of course, Dalton Connect. Have Cam Reddish coming off the bench because he's been developing the last year. I mean, he's pretty good. And Bronny, he needs to be in the G League. He needs to develop more. He needs more time, not sitting on the bench with NBA guys. He needs to be in the G League developing, becoming a professional, not following in his dad's footsteps, obviously. But yeah, so obviously they can't make the trade this year. Do it in the off season. But going forward, Dallas, if they get everybody back, I think they can make a deep playoff run. With the Lakers, they played great defensively. Obviously, keeping them to under 100, obviously. That's a good thing in the NBA. and this score, I love these types of scores, these close games, the 107s to 99s, right? Uh, but if they can somehow find a good big, like Alex Lynn, yeah, that's just size. I'm gonna be honest, right? Uh, Off the bench for Jackson Hayes, but if they can get another, athletic big, right? I'm not gonna say Dwight Howard because he's old, right? Dwight Howard is old. But Dwight Howard is old, so I don't expect them to get somebody like him or him either. But just the big that's athletic, man. That's all they really need to be a lob threat in for Jackson Hayes, right? Um, that's really all they need. Of course, they have Jared Vanderbilt. Obviously, I'm not gonna look over him, but I would still give him some time to get back into shape, right? But if they can do that, I see them going deep as well. But again, it's all based on health and circumstances and stuff. So yeah, that's my thoughts. But yeah, if y'all have any other thoughts and opinions, leave them in the comments. I think Lakers by far won this trade, right? Luka is looking really good, showing his passing ability with players that he doesn't even play with or hasn't played with ever really, besides his past couple of games. So he's developed chemistry fast. He's being a great leader for them, and yeah, I mean, hope that he gets, back into playing shape soon, because they have one more game, I think, in April, one of the last games. So I'm gonna be finding where to watch that. So but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notification bell, comment down below, guys, what you guys want to see next, and leave your opinions and thoughts about what I perceive the game as. Obviously, y'all think of it differently, and I want to know that. So please let me know in the comments. Thank you guys, and peace.